Hello friends, and thanks for being here. And what a terrible day we're having in the stock market yet again. Just when we thought things were getting back to normal, they just get worse. And I think at this point everybody's just sick of losing money. Although there's some great deals out there right now, and let's talk about one great deal that we see. So if you know me, if you're new to the channel, or if you've been here a while, welcome or welcome back. Glad you're here. But let's talk about Sundial growers. Now, not to repeat myself too much here, but going back to the February 10th high we had with Sundial growers, we've fell extremely since then. The stock has really taken a hit, but the last 2 weeks of the market have been terrible, so everything's been taking a hit. So we really haven't been able to see what the stock is able to do on its own. And then on top of that, Sundial took out 2 offerings in this same week. The first offering they took out was for 100 million offerings. 2 days later, they took out another one for 74.5 million offerings. But honestly, when companies take out offerings, it doesn't really scare me. Does it hurt the stock? Yes, it will shock the stock and it will pull it back a tad bit. And just with everything that's been going on for the past 2 weeks, this episode that will just not end with the stock market. And right now, as I'm talking, the stock market is literally just falling apart. Everything is going down. The only thing that is somewhat doing good is Dogecoin, but we're not going to open up that book. But friends, if you're looking at Sundial and you're looking for something that you want to make you buy Sundial, if you're typing it up, you're not going to find too many good articles about Sundial. Right now, the analysts are just ripping this thing apart. And like I said, since Sundial had that high, it has not been able to truly recover from that price to the fall of where it is now, because we've just had this terrible past 2 weeks in the market and then the 2 offerings back to back. But right now, with the market being in a panic sell, this is the time when you want to go in and get as much as you can, because guys, we've seen this movie before. We know the market's going to come back. If you've been in the stock market for at least 6 months to a year, you've been through something like this. So when you see these articles and you read these things, watch these things, when they say this is the fall of the stock market, this is it, it's over, you know, I would be very careful in that and don't panic sell. I would just ride this out and really think about what you want to buy right now in the market, because there's so many good deals. Now, Sundial is going to have a lot up against it because it is a cannabis stock, and cannabis stocks are hard to get going right now because, like I've said before, you have a product that's legal but not legal, and then when it's legal, it still has restrictions on it. So you're still buying into a company that is not able and fully able to release its product to the general public. So I found an article, and this article is just ripping Sundial apart. And a lot of these analysts, they're talking about Sundial because it's easy target right now. It's an easy thing just to say it's going to fall apart. But there are some interesting things in here that you as an investor may want to know about. So when somebody asks you what you think about this company and why you're invested in it, you can sound smart and you can repeat these things. So let's read this. So this article is talking about all these warrants that Sundial has on it and saying you should be very hesitant about going into Sundial. To be specific, there are 98,333,334 reasons not to buy Sundial growers. That's the number of warrants that holders will exercise for the cash. Some at a price of 80 cents per share and others at a price of $1.10 per share. Sundial will then issue the exact same number of new warrants that entail the holders to buy 1 share per warrant held at a price of $1.50. Then let's read this last little part right here. Why should these more than 98 million warrants be viewed as a reason not to buy Sundial growers stock? Because of the undying challenge for the company. That this transaction underscores, this latest warrant deal follows 2 public offerings of warrants earlier this month. On February 2nd, Sundial closed a 100 million offering. 2 days later, it closed a 74.5 million offering. These kind of moves are crucial for Sundial, not just for growth, but also to keep the lights on. Sundial posted a net loss of 71 million in Canada dollars, 56.7 million in the third quarter. The company's cash on hand at the end of the third quarter totaled 60 million. So friends, like I said, you're going to see a lot of articles right now that are kind of just destroying Sundial. But for Sundial as a company, what do I like about Sundial? Why would I and why do I invest in Sundial? One thing I always look at when I invest in a company, and this may sound very simple, but it's a big thing that I do, I go straight to the website website and I look at the website. If I like the website, it's a good looking website, that makes me feel a lot more comfortable about the investment. I look at what they sell. I look at how many products they have. And at the end of it, for $1.30, if you can grab some Sundial, to me it's worth it, because here's what I know. I know that eventually within this year to 3 to 4 years from now, that cannabis stocks are going to be very big. Cannabis in itself is going to be legalized a lot more. And all the little things that make it legal but not legal, and it's legal here, there, but not legal here, and you have to have this to make it legal, a lot of those things are going to disappear. And this is really going to help cannabis companies really take off. And Sundial growers can be in that, and they can be a big company in years to come. So friends, do I think Sundial is going to make you a millionaire by the end of the year? No, I don't. But if Sundial could survive here and the stock could hit a $3 minimum just to survive and help the company have some sort of cash flow through the market, and then the company could actually start to bring in good revenue and have good quarters, and then we could really see things change for this company, and as you as an investor could really take part in that. So friends, these are my thoughts. This is what I'm thinking on Sundial growers. I think this is a great buying opportunity in this, but this is a cannabis stock. It can be dangerous, and right now the market is just not giving anything to anybody. It's just a time to buy and wait. But with my investment with Sundial, if it were to hit a $5 mark by the end of 2021, I would be very happy about that. But guys, this is one to get in early and wait it out. It's going to take some time. But friends, remember, be positive, be you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a fantastic day. God bless you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, friends.